Yeah. Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain about how method takes object. Object is nothing but class, right? So normally we know that the method is taking input. Add method is there. Is taking two numbers as input to perform the addition operation. Biggest of three numbers is taking three numbers as input to find the biggest of three numbers. Checking the character is alphabet or not is taking the character as an input. So all these are what kind of inputs? Primitive. Now the question is method taking class. Nothing but method taking object as input. Taking object as input. Right? How to do? I'm explaining with a simple example. Simple example in a basics of Spring. I'm taking one class. New. Take one class. The class name is a main test, which contains the main method, and the same story. We are defining, two classes to understand. One is a first class, second one is a second class. In a second class, I'm defining one instance method with a message, just second class fun method. The main test class contains the main method. That is now from the main method here in first, I'm defining one static method. It is not taking anything. It's not taking anything. Right here, one method I'm taking set second. Normally, any method you can define, but simply I'm defining like this. Set second. So here it is taking second class object as an input. Second class object. So normally, if you are calling set second, what we have to pass? It's a static method. We need to call by using the class name. The first one we need to follow. First dot set second. But what it is expecting? Second class object it is expecting from you. You have two options. Second S is equal to new second, passing that yes. Passing that yes as an input. Yes. See, yes contains what? Object address. That address will come and store into this OBJ. Which class object that is? Second class object. This is the method. It is taking object as an input. So once object given, with the help of that OBJ, you can call the fun method. Because it is providing the second class object only. That is giving. From the main class, it is calling set second method is a static method belongs to first class. It is taking second object, so we are passing. So when you run the code, you will get the output. And here, first creating the object and then passing the reference. Instead of that, you can write in a single line like this. Second, creating the object of second class and passing that will be stored into this OBJ. Stored into this OBJ. When you run, the same output you will get. Sir, suppose here in a first, we have one method called M1 method. Imagine just M1. One more example. This is giving the message is a first class M1 method. In a second class, I'm defining one more method called M2. This is second class M2 method. Now we are taking one more class access. Here I'm defining the objects like a set objects. Two objects, suppose it is taking. One is a first class object, second class object. Imagine there is a method which is taking two. Again, you have two options. Sir, first I will create object for first class. Next, I will create object for second class. And then we are calling this set objects method, which is the static method belongs to access class. So simply we are calling access dot set objects method passing first comma second. From here we are calling first dot M1, second dot M2. All we are calling is executing. When you run this code, you will get the output of both. Sir, instead of creating two variables extra, I'm just creating this new second. I'm creating this. Directly, I'm creating the objects of first and second passing. Object will be created. The address will come and store into this F. Object will be created. The address will come and store into this S. Then we call. The same output you will get. This is the way of a method taking objects as input. Okay. Hope you understood. Please practice.